the video. Good day to you, my fellow adventurers, throughout time and space. It is I, the cowardly pirate, welcoming you to a very special LEGO review video. As we can see, there be pirates in these waters. So many pirates. Anyways, yes. Now this all started because I had planned forever ago that I would review this set and this set in the same video. Then the new Black Pearl got announced. I managed to pick up the rest of the remaining Pirates of the Caribbean collection that I was missing. And then a new theme released that was very pirate related, and they sort of just built it all, and now I've got no room to put anything. It's a real problem. But yes! And I decided to get out figures for reasons. Yeah. I'm sure most of you, so some of you, any of you watching have figured it out. Yes. Anyways. It's not that because Gimli's there. It's because Legolas and Will Turner right there, just like that. That was the whole reason. That was the whole reason I planned this out. I'm face palming, by the way. Anyways. Yes, indeed. The biggest enemy of this building session was Brittle Brown. I know, what a shocker. Not really. It's obvious. Yeah. My plan was to go through all but the Barratie, really. I mean, I'll show it, but I don't know how much detail I'll get to it. And the new Black Pearl. I'll save those for a separate video. For a more detailed review. Anyways, let's move Sal out of the way so that I can actually get to the ship, and figures just went flying every which way. Oh yeah, Luffy and Nami are down over here. Oh dear. Anyways, as we can see here, the last Lord of the Rings LEGO set I needed to complete my collection. The pirate ship ambush. He's in prison down there. The pirate. Horsehair. Yeah. See. No. Yeah, this is going well so far. There we are. And back at the helm, Aragorn is. Anyways. Love these Soldiers of the Dead figures. They look amazing. Very, very cool. Ship's rather basic. Got some flick fire missiles that are built into looking like they're coming out of giant crossbows. Ship design overall is pretty nice. Nothing to complain about. Probably one of the least affected builds by Brittle Brown, surprisingly. I'm sure there was a case or two of a piece snapping, but I can't really think about it. There was some odd extra pieces I managed to get. The pile of extra pieces is there. I can't really pick out anything in particular. But there was pieces that should not have been extra that came extra in this set, and it left me very confused. Because it's never a good sign when you have pieces that are extra that should not be extra. But yeah, that just happened, so it was a bit odd, but I had fun building it, and it's like I said, the last Lord of the Rings set for my entire collection. until they release new ones, which hopefully will be soon. I can't get this back down. There we are. Nope, still not going in right. Yeah. Anyways, that's basically all there is to say about this set. The pirate figure is really kind of cool as well, but the true treat here is the Soldiers of the Dead, and then of course the orcs have a little catapult. The Mordor orcs. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's literally get it out of the way. So, yes, as you can tell, I got out my other Johnny Depp figures. 3 Johnny Depps. It was actually just kind of coincidental that I happened to have both Grindelwald and Tonto. Because I'm not a big Harry Potter person, I just like the one set, and then they got it, and yeah. Anyways, here's Isle De Mureta. And this is the reason why. And I know there's some argument to be made because, of course, Natalie Portman played Amidala, not Keira Knightley. But in some scenes, Queen Amidala was portrayed by Keira Knightley. That's the reason why that figure's there. Any further explanations? No? Good. I discussed it with some people online. They all agreed that it was a smart decision for the display. Anyways, the cursed chest of Cortez. I actually have one of the coins somewhere. I wish I could find it. I still haven't been able to find that. But I have one of the actual props from the film. And my mother knew the prop guy. Anyways. So yes. That's really awesome. I kind of like how this rotating part works. Get out of the way, Jack. You're blocking the rotating. Skeleton Barbosa. Yeah. I had the Mega Bloks version of the Isle De Mureta set, which was cool. Had some unique things to it, for certain. And of course, Jack has a skeleton backhead. Come on, focus. There we are. Skeleton Jack. Anyways, pretty cool set. In a lot of the ways, the Mega Bloks version was better. But in a lot of ways it wasn't. So, and I'm happy to finally have the Lego version in my collection. I'll probably sell off the Mega Bloks version if I can ever find it. If anyone would be interested in that. I don't know. If anyone knows a good place to sell off old Mega Bloks sets, please tell me. I have quite a few that I want to sell off. Part of me wanted to actually dig out my Black Pearl Mega Bloks set. It's right there. That's the Black Pearl. But it didn't feel right. And also I ran out of room on the table. This set was the biggest victim of Brittle Brown. There are pieces on this that are being held together literally by nothing. Let's see if I can find a good example of that. Where was the piece that broke that I sort of just left? This one. Yes? No? No? I know there was a piece that broke while I was building that I just loosely reattached. But now I can't figure out which one it was. Been too long, I suppose, since I already built this. It took me forever to get through this. whole building process. Anyways, here's the 2 cannibal figures. Very odd thing that LEGO actually did at one point. Very cool. It's the main Cannibal Hut. There's the fire for roasting Jack, but we'll turn on the thing for right now, just because Jack is on the throne. Very cool. Very cool. Lovely details. Lovely details. So, the cannon holders for the Black Pearl completely broke. So I ordered red ones as replacements because Brittle Brown just absolutely destroyed these pieces. It's sad. Sad, really. Oh, Brittle Brown. Ruining LEGO sets for a long, long time. But here it is, the most expensive set of this purchasing time. Where is the figure that I'm looking for? There he is. The lineup is completed. I took several pictures once this simple fact of 4 live action figures for the same actor. Quite an accomplishment. So it's just kind of funny that I had all the sets that had the very cool part of my collection now, for sure. And of course, Davy Jones, a highly desired minifigure. Yeah. With his crab hand. Yeah. I am really hoping they make a Flying Dutchman set in the near future. Even if my pocketbook says otherwise. Me hearties yo-ho. Anyways, that's... Again, this is another reason why I dug out the fact of multiple characters, same actor situations. But this is a beautiful set. It's obviously not, it can't compare to the new one, but it is a beautiful little play set. This sail is too loose, though. That is a bit of a problem. The sail is far too loose, and just the fact that there's nothing actually holding this top part down. But it's a nice set. I really enjoyed building it. Do I recommend it at its current price? No. If you can find it secondhand, I say go for it if you can afford it. Yeah, it's something I really regret getting. Again, my logic was, I have the Mega Bloks version. The Lego version doesn't look as good. Wah. Kill my younger self for me, please. Wait, but that would mean I wouldn't be here. Paradox. Go back in time and shake myself silly. That's a better plan, I suppose. Anyways, I really enjoyed this set and the figures, and it's really just kind of cool. And pretty much immediately afterwards, I built the new version, which has the last case of a figure where I had to get out other characters because the same actress. Yay! Anyways, you go back on the pirate ship. I'll set you up properly later. But now you've seen the reasoning behind all those things. Let's get over to the mill. Sorry about that. I dropped my phone and the recording's going to have a cut in the middle of it now. Anyways, yes. Just that is a play feature in this set. It comes with a bucket and a sword. Will Turner and Norrington to duel it out on top of the wheel. Let's remove them so the wheel may actually spin. Spin! Let's forget the fact that Jack is in there. Oh, he's getting caught on things. Let's remove Jack as well. Whee! And then you can pop it right off. Have it roll away. I'm not risking it. It's brittle brown. There was a few breaks in this set as well. This figure is amazing for its time. Such a detailed, interesting, unique figure. That headpiece is crazy. And then, of course, inside the treasure chest is none other than the heart of Davy Jones. That is such a cool, unique piece print that I doubt LEGO would ever want to do again. Here's a good look at Norrington. Again, the Pirates of the Caribbean theme had some amazing figures for its time. And yes, this is the entire pile of extra pieces from all the sets that I have on the table, and from the beginnings of the Star Wars Advent Calendar, which I'm currently doing reviews of. I won't get too much into that version of the Black Pearl today, as I'll be doing another video for that. Well, or I can probably fit it in. I don't know. We'll get to it last. I'll just leave it at that. Anyways, here is the gift with purchase that came with that set, which is Captain Jack's compass. It has yet to point me to what I desire most. Unfortunately. Anyways, yes, very cool. Very cool. I really do enjoy the design. It's very cool. Again, gift with purchases don't always... I can't say that, because if there is a gift with purchase with a big set, I usually get it these days, don't I? Anyways, yes, very cool. Very, very cool. Now let me clear up this mess so we can get on to One Piece, shall we? So, here we are, with LEGO One Piece. A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. I was going to say something else, but it's gone now. Anyways, the show itself was a surprise, and perhaps one of my favorite shows to come out in recent years. The One Piece live action. I watched maybe an episode or two of the anime growing up. Never really watched it with any regularity. Oh, also, out of all these posters, only one of them I did not actually get when I ended up building all of the sets. Alvita was the one that I had to order extra to complete the collection of wanted posters. I have a vague recollection of where I took each of these pieces from for this. You know, Don Krieg I got in the Barratie. Gold Roger I got off the side of the Windmill Village Hut. I don't remember where I got all of the pieces from, but the point is, yes, I did get all but one wanted poster, which isn't bad for, random chance thing in a LEGO set kind of deal. I love the figures. I love the detailing. And the Lego One Piece theme, it came out of nowhere. I was so surprised. And, well, it was pirate themed, and I like pirate themed things, and characters, and so on and so forth. Such well done characters. Going Merry is a really cool set. I got 2 of the one posters out there. I knew that, but I don't remember which ones exactly. Which ones did I fish out of there? Hard to say at this point. Slide this out, and you get that little area down in there. It's about the only way to access anything down there, I think. I don't really remember. It's been a while since I built it. It does come apart more, though, doesn't it? Why did I feel like it came apart more? I don't remember. But yes, that's how you access that, as much as it isn't really accessing anything. It's a very impressive set. Well done scaling. I just like it. There's no other words for it. Great deal, in my opinion. I think it is one of the best priced Lego themes in a while. Like, shockingly well priced, all things considered. Anyways, that's the Going Merry done, and I've shown off the wanted posters for all the characters that got wanted posters with the theme. Here is the first and smallest of the One Piece sets. This is the version of the hat with red hair for Red Hair Shanks. Devil Fruit is a slightly interesting building process, and then, of course, the extra hat. Very, very cool little bar scene. All around, a pretty good set. Happy to add it to my collection. Then we have Buggy's Circus tent. Out of all of the sets from this wave, this is my least favorite, I got to say. I don't know, I don't have much to talk about. Like I said, I really enjoyed the live-action One Piece show, and watched a tiny bit of the anime growing up. And I tried watching it more recently, but I fell out of interest in it. But yes, Buggy Circus tent. Yeah, we get the main man himself, Buggy the Clown. And there you can rearrange the pieces to make a mini Buggy out of parts from... Hold on. You know what? I'll just show you. There's the mini Buggy. The parts you hide in these crates and things, and then you have to take them apart and put it together. Would it have been too much difficulty for them to include an extra head for Buggy the Clown, so that you could have both forms out at the same time? Lego's done things before on that level. Why was this case just too much? One extra piece. That's all it would have taken. Yeah, and the circus tent itself is just kind of meh. Zoro on the spinning wheel. Whee! The swords. Love me some Lego sword pieces. And I will be using that hair on one of my figures that I already updated with a hairpiece, but this hairpiece is so much better for updating that figure, making it more accurate to how it appears in a different show. And then the water dunk tank from live action. We pop that off. And of course, Nami in the cage. Again, all pretty cool stuff, just not... But again, these sets, I think, were all well priced. Maybe that's just my issue. I guess what I should do is put all of those posters on the notice board. That would make sense. Be easy to do. Hold on, let me actually do that. That looks so much better and so cool. I'm really happy with the way that looks, so I'll be leaving it like that, even if that does leave spots on some of the other sets to be left bare. Oh yeah, I took both the posters off either side of the shooting gallery. And you also get this little cannon to shoot the targets. I think I captured that on camera. Which is good because I won't be reloading it. Shark attack with Arlong sitting there. My one complaint with Arlong is it does not come with his sword. That is a complaint. It would have been a great piece to include. And I don't think it would have been that difficult of a mold for LEGO to have made. Meh. I mean, I'm nowhere near a professional LEGO reviewer. I'm just a professional idiot who collects lots of LEGO. Stretchy arms, Luffy. Anyways. There's not much else to say about this figure. Stretchy arms. Pretty rare piece as far as I know. And very interesting. Think about how do they mold it exactly. I'd be curious. Then we have Nami here. Oops. Usopp with ready to fight, and then of course I didn't bring up Sanji, but who's my mom's favorite character from the live action. My mom loves Sanji in the live action. Then we got Chu here with under this little cabana with the transponder snail, and then finally Arlong Park's pagoda. A mess to move around because of that feature, and pieces just went flying every which way. That's why I almost didn't want to do that, and now minifigures are everywhere as well. It was fun. Yeah. And of course it doesn't want to stay up unless the whole thing's together, and now it's just in pieces. Sigh. Anyways, that's that. There's maps and things. And the set destructed even more than it was supposed to, because the Arlong Park sign is not supposed to pop off, but it did. As usual, stickers are always a pain in the butt, and yeah, these sets had quite a few stickers. Sure. Let's just get on with the rest. Well, yeah. I remember what I was going to say earlier. As you might notice, there's a bit of an elephant in the room, or the lack thereof. My Lego wall is missing. It is currently in my bedroom. It has grown very, very tall, and I needed the extra room on the table for all of these sets. So that is how we got to this point. And here is the Barratie with a cool Mihawk. I forgot the name of his sword. It's a very cool piece. Very, very cool. Also, I love how they gave him a golden dagger because they couldn't print the cross on his chest, that's for certain. Nope, nope, nope. No religious imagery in LEGO. Not at all. Cannot happen. Anyways, awesome character, awesome figure, just awesome part mold, very unique, very cool. I love collecting Lego sword pieces. Just showing off the figures, designs, and of course the other figures that came in the set I put up here just because I didn't want to put them on the back side because I didn't know if I'd be getting to that today. Ah! Kobe down! And of course Garp, Meppo, Sanji, and Zeph. And then the two mermaid statues are pretty cool as well. Here is the interior. I should show inside the mouth as well. This set is built oddly, it's built so that it would almost be easy to take it apart into multiple parts to move more easily, but you just can't. Like, yes, the ship on top can just pop off that easily, but the whole building process is built in multiple parts that are attached semi-loosely, and you would think it would be easy just to separate them to move the set. It really isn't. I tried. But it is such a cool set with all sorts of nice little details and just really a beautiful build. I have no complaints about it. But that's really it to it. It's just the front facade and then the interior design. There's nothing else to this set. It is purely a display model, whether you display the front facade or the interior. It is, like I said, it's just purely display. Let's see. Can I move everything easily enough to get the Black Pearl in? Hold on a minute. Oh, am I sorry? I called this the Black Pearl a second ago. As you can clearly see, this is Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship. Who could I possibly be fooling by calling it the Black Pearl? Anchor piece was really kind of cool. Oh yeah, I forgot to show off the anchor, how the anchor worked on the other set down there. I'm not picking it back up to show that. I love the way the front of this was designed. It's so cool. It's legitimately so cool how the angles are achieved with these pieces and everything. And the whole back is just a hodgepodge of interesting building mechanics. The guns. Boom. 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 Kaboom! Kaboom! All from the twist of the simple knob. Like, I was so surprised that it really was just that easy as advertised on the box. The wheel actually turns the rudder. I think I just sent Barbossa over the side. I did indeed send Barbossa flying over the side by turning the wheel. But yeah. Simple as turning that wheel, moves the rudder. Like, you would think that these two mechanisms would interfere with each other, but they don't. It's well done, if a bit loose in how it's done. The ship itself is beautiful all the way up to its highest point. It can separate easily enough from the stand, which is awesome. The figure lineup is an 8 out of 10, in my opinion, because it is missing two of the most important Pirates of the Caribbean characters of Pintel and Rigetti. Anyways, Barbosa. The Cursed Coin of Cortez. A new hat hair mold combo. Jack Sparrow. Anna Maria. Elizabeth Swan, Marty, Will Turner, Master Gibbs, and Cotton. Where is Argetti and Pintail? They better be coming out in the set next year. I don't care if they won't fit in exactly. They better come out. They better come out in the next set because, yeah, they were sorely missing. I love the character, the figure designs, all very cool, all very unique. They did a great job on this set. That's all I'm saying. Sure, let's show these figures in a slightly better light. New Jack Sparrow is... I mean, you could argue that the shirt print is not the greatest. But everything else is amazing. Will Turner not having any printing on the legs is... I don't want to become like that. I don't want to be like someone who's like constantly meh about all the little finer details. Again, they're just... all of this set is so well done. Interior can be accessed just like that. And the back part also just... Oops-a-daisies. Why aren't you popping off easily? I might have dinged that up a little bit. But yes, it just comes off just like that. And beautiful little interior where you can easily put 2 minifigures. It's a well done set. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Pretty cool building experience. Nothing much to complain about at all. I think I've gone over my main complaints, quite frankly. Anyways, this looks like a good place to end off for today's video. I'm sorry if I didn't cover everything as clearly as I could have or should have, but this looks like a good place to end off for today's video. So this is the Cowardly Time Lord signing off and saying have a good day or whatever time it is, wherever you are. Bye-bye now.